so much, right? But I've been here for now almost 8 hours. So, yeah. If you're wondering, the CC means compact claustrophobia, as you can tell from the title screen here, which you'll only find out at the end of the stream. So stay tuned next time and you'll know. Or just watch the last episode and then skip to the end and then you'll know. Because I usually do an outro in this screen. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Like it when you do, and I will see you in the next video. This was fun. Also, I liked listening to Sparkles. My belly is so full. Also, my iPad and my other device is also at 42%, which is interesting that they're both at the same percentage. That's not how that usually works out. Whatever. So yeah, YouTube channel aside, it's nice making videos for you guys anyway, and I'm glad that I'm able to like pull myself away from whatever feelings of grief that I have been having for the last good amount of time, because being told that I should just I don't know why YouTube thinks it's okay to remove a person's channel, because there's no real reason to do that, right? Like, it's absolutely dumb. When you remove someone's channel, you're just trying... The only reason I can think of is it's trying to be like a warning. Maybe don't make that same mistake again, or you'll lose your stuff all over again. And I'm like, it's like destroying someone's house. Saying, don't leave your lights on too long. Right? Or if I have a party and you're a little bit bothered once, and you torch my house, and you feel like that's a valid option, instead of just talking to me about having my party be not as loud, or not near that side of the house. Maybe the other side of the house is a better side for the party. Maybe the basement. If I have a fancy basement, you know, I can be considerate. We can talk about this. You don't have to torch my house. But YouTube decides it's okay to torch someone's house. I make a lot of comparisons with YouTube recently, compared to like North Korea, torching someone's house, all this other stuff, because the destruction of someone's channel and all of their videos, all of the effort and all the stuff that people could enjoy, and YouTube doesn't give a shit. Because for some reason, if they just assume that you're malicious, or assume that you're a repeat offender of something, in order to be do you realize, YouTube, in order to be a repeat offender, you need to be warned once. YouTube didn't warn me at all. They literally, the moment that they saw one accident live stream, they immediately freaked out, analyzed my entire channel, and found out that I have stuff in my private videos that we don't want you to show in public. And I'm like, yeah, that's why they're private, idiot. That's why they're private. They're works in progress, or they're not going to be seen at all by anyone. Except for me. So, if you got an issue with my private life, which no one has any business being an issue with, you have an issue with me. I'll clock you upside the head and call it self-defense. Don't have the right to mess with my channel. If you won't want stuff being put public that you don't like seeing, or you don't like showing, or you're worried is going to mess up the platform, guess what? This platform is not pristine. Okay? And there are people who have, like, blurred out pornography and whatever else in their videos. And that's normal. It's legitimately normal to have blurred out, flat out pornography, or cropped out, or you edit it so that it doesn't, like, the audio doesn't show for too long, or it's just flat out the same clip of this guy moaning. Or whatever. Why is that stuff okay? Right? It's because they made it to be not explicit before they made it public. So what happened with my channel was a live stream happened without my permission by Streamlabs glitching. Streamlabs has since repaired that glitch. They have patched it out, so they say. And I've used Streamlabs, and rest assured, it hasn't glitched yet. So far. Again. So that's nice. Which means you don't have to worry about a random live stream happening where for 4 hours I'm unaware and I go about doing my random everyday life like everyone has. You got millions of people out there just enjoying their lives, doing whatever they do in their private time, which you have no business knowing about. But let's just say E621 and Rule 34, Ink Bunny, X Hamster, Pornhub, whatever. Do that in your own time? That's fine. That live stream was happening, and I don't know what stuff was on that live stream. But I can tell you that I was doing stuff that my private time, that's it. Right? And YouTube was like, for some reason they think that it's me trying to be public about sexuality and stuff. I'm like, no, this was me literally, it's the same as me being hacked. Okay? It was a glitch that when I ended a game live stream, I pressed the stop stream button, and when after I closed the program, it glitched, started again, and it started streaming when I wasn't aware for 4 hours. If I deleted that video, YouTube could have detected something and there would be no evidence that I actually had freaked the hell out when I found out it was happening. But a human didn't look at the live stream, and that's only 4 hours, much less my whole goddamn channel, which they claimed they did. They said they looked carefully throughout my whole channel. Listen, there were 6,000 videos on my channel. I spent my time making videos like this, just playing the game, doing what I do just as I've done today, just having fun, just enjoying this thing, having a little bit of commentary about how one video or whatever else is interesting, it's silly, it's funny, or whatever. Basic conversation. And no cuss words even today. That's how I've been for the past few months. But YouTube is like, oh, they'll look for this stuff and they say there's just too much stuff. I don't know what you're looking at, YouTube. But if you're talking about my public videos, and if you're going to talk about hate speech, in the email, you need to include every possible accusation that you could give. It's like it violates the hate speech, it violates the nudity, it violates sexuality, it violates the copyright laws, it violates the trademark of some other company, whatever. Put all the information you can, and also be descriptive. Say this stuff and this word that you used, or this picture, or this section of the video, or this entire video has these specific tagged situations. Be comprehensive with your reports, because otherwise you're just an automated bully. Because when it comes down to it, my channel had, there was a bunch of stuff there that was me cussing words that I don't agree with. And if you want to bother me about my cussing, tell me by flagging my videos that I need to remove, or just remove it yourself, make it blocked worldwide, right? And tell me about what the hell you are actually bothered about. If you're bothered about my cussing, fuck you. Because there are a lot of freaking games, or there are a lot of songs out there that say all the cuss words that I've ever said, and they don't say it in any way that's like trying to be racist or offending anyone. They're just cussing. So, if you're going to be bothered about me and my cussing, you're going to be bothered about my culture, or the culture that I'm just nearby. Because I know other people who listen to that crap. I don't like listening to it. But it exists. It's out there. People say all sorts of cuss words. So if you're bothered about anything about my public videos, okay. If you're bothered about my private videos, you've crossed the line. But still, even if you're bothered about my public videos, telling me nudity and sexuality has never been in my public videos. You can't tell me it ever has been, because it hasn't. I know, it's just been the games. So whatever it is that you're bothered about, it's that one live stream. Out of 6,000 videos, you have one example of me having one mistake that had nothing to do with me, had everything to do with Streamlabs having an accident. So, here's the thing, okay? You have no case against me to remove my channel, Simon Tracer. I deserve to be here. I have had an exemplary track record. And that matters. Okay? A lot of time and effort put towards trying to make sure that my content is good enough for guidelines and not trash. Like, I try to be fun, and I react to the comments and the chat and people, and I try to be family friendly as much as I can be. And I literally hate your guts for removing my channel, but I realize I'm not the only person who's being abused. Let's just call it what it is. You're abusive. Okay? You just are. And it sucks. No one likes it. Recently I heard you're bothered about people having a playlist that has a video that you don't like. Guess what? If you were to do your job and deal with the video, then the playlist wouldn't have it in there. But if you're bothered about a person and about their interests, and you think they are this, they are that, based on what they watch, you realize there are two types of people who watch stuff. the type of people who are interested in it and the type of people who are trying to understand what the hell is going on out there. Right? There's the ones who have no actual interest in it whatsoever. And all they do is find out, okay, what's this thing that people are telling me I might be curious about? And I can either like the video or dislike the video or whatever else. So it could be in a playlist of stuff that's like, this is the most cursed shit, don't even look at it. Or whatever. I had a playlist full of things I call darkness. Now I have a playlist called sadness. There's a difference. Darkness is more malicious, ambivalent, and all of that. Sadness is just sorrow. It's a bit more tame than just darkness. Darkness is like friggin' stupid shit. I'm honestly wondering what it is that you're trying to keep out of YouTube. Because private videos aren't in YouTube. They're in private videos. They're not seen. So you need to make a case for why you think it's a problem to have private videos that have pornography in, or nudity or whatever. Because for one, it could be a work in progress. It could be a video that no one's going to end up seeing. It could be a video that's like someone hacked their account and put that video in when they weren't aware of it. These other ideas, which, let's face it, when you're making content, how often do you look at the videos that you've uploaded? Right? And here's a little extra tip. Start a live stream with Streamlabs as something that you want to make, right? Something up and coming. So it's dated for the past. And then later on, you actually start the live stream and your video made now shows up in the past. It's a time-traveling freaking video is what it is. Because the tag is associated as it started now. It doesn't matter when it ended. So the video ends up becoming something that's like, in order to search for it, you have to look months in the past. People could be doing that stuff and you wouldn't even know the difference. There's ways that you could know, but the general idea is that the video could be seen as something that was made in the past, and then it would be something that's actually all done at the same time. So people could make a bunch of crap videos that could be strewn throughout the whole timeline, and their attack happens all at once, but they started at all different times to make the presentation of the person has produced these videos throughout their history, but it all happened in one day. Videos that never existed until yesterday suddenly now exist months ago. I know how to do that, and I'm a goddamn basic user. I'm not even a hacker. I just know how to do that. Are you worried? Be worried. This is a standard function. You can just say, up and coming live stream. You don't know when. And then you end up with the live stream happening whenever. And then suddenly all these videos show up as they were made months ago. Which doesn't make any damn sense. Because they were made months ago, but they were finished now. And it's like, that's a fucking weird thing. And it's a strategy and an idea that douchebags could do. They haven't, thank God. It's a long con and it would take a bit of effort, but it's like they could, in one day, ruin a person's career. Because all of their machines could be uploading to the same thing. All of their machines could be sending the videos in, and they would end up showing up as being a month from now, a week from now, a year from now, years from now, into the past. But it all happened in one day. I'm not even saying this to make up an idea that make it could possibly seem like all this other stuff could have happened. I'm going to say it's possible and almost completely likely that all my videos in private were videos that I personally made. Or videos that I personally, like, wherever I grabbed them from, I uploaded them to YouTube. So it depends. What are you actually bothered about with my channel? Because you're not off the hook. I have consistently talked to you and told you, your automated system, you on Twitter, I've told you, I'm not okay with this choice that you've made. It's a bad choice. The whole point of 3 strikes is that during the first incident, where you have to warn them for the first time, you get a strike. The next time you have to warn them, you get another strike. The next time you warn them after that, you get another strike. Getting multiple strikes is literally a thing in your policy that you can't receive multiple in a day. You can't even receive multiple of them in a day. So, someone losing their channel for an egregious issue. There's something wrong with that whole logic. Because, for one thing, another thing that happens is your policy is that you're going to scan videos and you're going to assess them within a day. Meaning any old videos, you've already scanned those. So if you're talking about old videos that you're not okay with me having, guess what? You missed the fucking bar on that. Innocent or guilty, you have no right to talk about it because you already did your part to talk to me about it. You had your chance. It was back then. Okay? You have no right to tell me anything about my old videos because you already scanned them. So, if you rescan them or manually scan them, finding out that, oh, there's stuff about things, places, then guess what? That's a violation of my rights. The entire point of you scanning them the first time and making sure that I'm aware of your concerns for these videos is so that I can, at that moment, give a proper reaction and do things accordingly so it becomes good again. As it's happening. So it doesn't become a compounded issue. That's how normal people talk to each other. If you miss the bar, guess what? It's your problem. And you need to be gentle and considerate and realize that, hey, I misled this person for years. Maybe I need to shut the fuck up about kicking them out and just talk to them about, hey, we have some concerns here. There are all these flags. Can you deal with them before we give you access to your channel back? Please. I would do that so fast. I would be so easy to like, okay, I'll look at all these flags. I'll be like, well, this one I can test. This one I accept and I delete. This one I accept, I'm deleting it. This one, I can test. And so on. Like a rational person would do. And if you have to go through all the videos, me, manually, so that I can make sure that I'm making sure that all the videos are either good or not good, and if you find they still is a problem, then you need to increase the amount of information that you're giving. You go, oh, we gave him a warning. Go read the whole entire terms of service and policy. Are you stupid? I'm not going to read the entire terms of service and policy again because I've already looked it over and I've determined I don't see any issue with these videos, especially the public ones. I'm 100% sure that I'm in the right about this. So if you have another thing that you're bothered about, you need to talk to me about it. Because there are some times when you give an email, it's tagged for nudity, sexuality, but it's hate speech that you're detecting. That's a violation. And if you're allowed to have these kinds of mistakes and or direct lying to people about what you're violating about, I can't trust your emails. You have to talk to me. Use your actual words, not an automated message. You need to be like, okay, these specific details, we flagged it. This is why. Otherwise, you're just being abusive. You're just lying. You're just making shit up. Who knows? Because you've been wrong about every freaking flag, every copyright that you've ever had with me. There are so many copyrights they've dropped. And you gave me those emails saying they have dropped their issue about it. They don't care. They're fine with this video because they realize and they look it over again. It's actually fucking fair use. So if I had a warning or if I had a strike in the past, it's always been retracted because it's never been a problem in the first place. It's not that I freaking put a gun to their head and told them to retract it. They just freaking did it because it's the right thing to do. Because they made a mistake. It was an automatic process in the first place that made a mistake. Maybe you should reconsider all the automated processes that you have and put a person involved. Especially when it comes to someone's possible loss of their channel. Anytime when it gets to the point of the loss of someone's channel, slow the fuck down. And at least give them a warning. Let them talk to you about it. Find out what the actual issue is. Because if you don't understand the fact that it was a stream that happened by accident because of a glitch that I was not in control of and could have stopped it if I was aware of the glitch happening at the time, but my assumption is I pressed end, it ended. It didn't. I don't like that it didn't. And I tried it afterwards. When I got my new channel up and running, I made a video called ... That video shows Streamlabs glitching and starting up again. Because it literally was a previous live stream. And it made a second one. It's not that it continued the live stream, it made a second one. Called ... I deleted the original because you don't need the original. Maybe you needed the original. All evidence is important. Again, it made a new stream. One I did not intend. But this time I was able to stop it in time before it turns into me streaming my goddamn life story. Anytime I want to do something, I do it deliberately, pretty much. So, I really don't need you talking to me about I'm a danger to YouTube, because I'm not. If this is all I'm posting, I am not a danger to YouTube. and you realize there's another channel out there that has uncensored stuff on it. You haven't found that one. The only reason why you have found anything was because of one live stream that happened, and then suddenly you're just looking over everything. Means your system is flawed. So does that mean I'm innocent or I'm guilty? It means that your detection system is wrong and there has been no issues. Either way, it doesn't matter if that other stuff exists because no one's going to see it. No one's going to care because it's not possible to be seen except for from me. Or from, if someone else were to do it, from their account. So, unless they give away the password, it's not happening. And I don't know about you, but I'm not giving away my password to any of my YouTubes, any of my Gmails. Not something I'm willing to do. If other people are willing to do it, talk to them about it. But I'm not willing to do that. But other people are. They have people they collaborate with, and the people that are business partners, and they have the access to the account. My rights were violated when you removed my channel. I have been an respectable, for the most part, family-friendly, more family-friendly than Markiplier, and he's still on the air. So, and everyone loves Markiplier. He's great. I'm not saying he's not great. He's just also not always family-friendly. There's no argument there. Freaking dildos and all that shit. Like, Unus Annus, everything. And even his main channel, with, again, the only example I need to give, Hunipop. Because you know there's others out there. And I'm making this argument over and over again to try and tell you that if you're actually looking at my videos, you would know about me conversation with you saying how much of a douchebag you are, how much of a loser you are, and how much you've been destroying people, and you deserve to have your freaking money taken away from you and be struggling for a while because people are pissed off at you. But instead, all I want you to do is treat people decently. All I want you to do is make your policies actually be correct. So, I try to think, is there any reason at all that would make it valid for you to be Is there any valid reason whatsoever for you to destroy someone's account simply for an accident? Well, if an accident happens again, that's going to be terrible for us. No. Accidents happen. Okay? And if it's one accident out of 12 years, count yourself lucky. Okay? You have enough freaking drama issues that don't even end people's careers. Even if they're like cheating on Minecraft speedruns or doing something weird in Trackmania. Whatever the hell they're doing. Honestly, I hope to God you learn how to make good policies. Because if I have to worry about my channel being deleted for reasons that literally are invalid, 100%, and I could take you to court and I'd win. Every freaking time, I guarantee I would win. Yeah, I would take you to court and I win because, one, You should have warned me correctly, and we should have had a basic conversation about it, be able to talk about it, be able to handle it. Piece at a time. That's how it usually works. Your argument could be, you haven't really looked at your emails. There's no way that you would actually know about all these other things that have been happening. And how many strikes you've actually gotten throughout your time here. I know. Because I found Willy Willy Bum Bum. Okay? A guy who was messing with my reaction video. And that was a false claim. He had no right to get freaking issue. It's so out there and radical and crazy that anyone else posting a reaction even of it is considered to be posting the exact same thing. So it was possible that he could say, you know what, if it has my content in it whatsoever. It's like he's trying to be Paramount Pictures and you can't even have 30 seconds of that audio clip. I'm sorry, but there is such a thing as fair use. And he retracted his report. Because he was wrong. There are other examples of people reporting who understand now what fair use is. And they are wrong to have those reports. There isn't even that many issues with that. I make my own freaking content. I just make this YouTube stuff with, or Twitch stuff with games that are appropriate. You realize I can't even do certain games on this Twitch channel. That's not a thing I can do. As far as I'm aware, the Twitch stuff, because it's live, if it's pornography or whatever else, you get caught with that stuff, your Twitch channel is just dead. So thankfully, I'm not streaming from Streamlabs to Twitch because I would lose my Twitch, which is more important than my YouTube. Mostly because right now, it's bigger than my freaking YouTube is right now. I started my Twitch in like the middle of my career. So I was doing stuff and it was constantly just slowly building followers so that I would have something to fall back on, something else to maybe gain some notice. And then when my channel decides, oh, well, it's almost there. It's almost at advertisements revenue. You decide to take a serious look at my channel, and then you don't have an actual considered proper conversation with me. You just say, he's dead. Fuck him. I don't deserve to die. I remember you, Twitter, and Facebook all have said multiple times, well, okay, and Skype has all said throughout the years that they think I deserve to die. I don't know about you, but I don't think that's a message that any one of your companies should feel at all ever okay with saying. Because Twitter was like, you can't even make another account. They restored my account. Facebook was like, you don't deserve to have an account. I got a new account anyway. Fuck you. I'm never going to be gone. I have a Twitch, I have a Twitter, I have a Discord, I have Facebook. I have TikTok, I have Instagram. I have Skype. Because of course I'm not going to just lay down, take it, and give up. I'm not one to do that. I can do my best to be as appropriate as I can, but when people mistakes things or they do reports that they have no business doing, and people who are automated basically just listen, and then when I actually get to talk to a person, they're like, well, it's out of my hands. You're a person! The computer doesn't have more authority than you. The entire point of a person being in the system at all is so that you can have proper judgment over the stuff and you can intervene when the system fails. Because you have to admit the fact that your system fails people. It's abusive. It has bad policies that you, a person, fucking made happen. And you should feel ashamed about it. I want YouTube to be a place where I can feel safe. But I'm not worried about people making posts that I don't want to see. You realize there's morbid posts out there, like the SCP Foundation, and Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and videos made by Vsauce, or Riddle, or anything related to freaking Reddit. There's all sorts of stuff out there that I don't want on YouTube, but it's there anyway. It's disturbing media, and it should honestly stick to just being on Reddit, perhaps. But that's only my opinion. I'm not going to go out there and say I'm reporting all of you guys because you're too morbid, you're too gruesome, you're too gross. Someone like me would probably take Friday the 13th out of YouTube if it's available to buy. Yeah. No. That's different. That's a movie. That's simple. But you talk about, there's all sorts of posts talking about, and your fucking news. I don't want to hear a lot about what's going on in the news. The news is bullshit. A lot of negativity and a lot of the bullshit that's happening out there. And yeah, I don't need to know about it. Because there's nothing I can do to help it. So why the hell would I want to know about it? I would rather have the option to be able to fix something. That's my freaking hope. So of course, if I'm aware of something where it's going bad, why wouldn't I just keep looking at the stuff that's bad and keep making my voice heard? Because my heart is so freaking pissed off. I don't like it. I don't like existing in a YouTube that is I don't like I already live in Facebook, and I know that I could be murdered any freaking year. Pretty much every year I'm murdered. And Facebook is celebrating the fact, oh, you've been with us for years. Yeah, I have. You decided to slaughter me. Ruin my connections with other people. Make it so that all of the good is pulled out of my history. And you only look at what other people falsely report about me or whatever else. or reports that you don't understand anything about. Some fucking bastard talking about they want to die. They blame that on me or whatever else, when they're just being an asshole. I don't want them to die. I would love to give them just good advice so that they don't have to think about life as terrible as they do, so that it makes them want to die. They have bad logic. That's why they want to die. I want people to live. When a person puts 25,000 hours into something, and then one thing that is beyond their control decides that it's going to just end them, it sucks. It's wrong. And it's not like a car accident. It's more like... It's like a car part was a little bit broken, such as like one of the passenger window controls, right? But because of that, it fails the inspection, so you can't even drive the car. So the obvious answer is not scrap the car, just replace that button. So simple. You can use other buttons. There are the ways of fixing it. There's ways of getting by until it is fixed. There's no reason to scrap the car just because of a broken button. But that's basically what you do. Property damage. Anyone else, if they've spent 25,000 hours in a career, or for example making a boat or something, and you just torch it because you don't like how some pieces of it look, with a paint job or something, and it wasn't even them who did it, it's like someone else spray painted some stupid emoji, you don't even like the emoji, it's a freaking eggplant, but who cares? You torched the boat. Am I really taking it too seriously? No, I'm not. Because 12 years of my life down the drain, it's a lot. I might not be as amazing as Grand Pooh Bear and Markiplier and PewDiePie and Captain Sparkles or Bob or freaking JP or one of his friends. Grandpa Cass, who's an awesome person. Like, I aspire to be like those people I look up to. In some ways better. It's like killing a Boy Scout because he did a not wrong. Or because someone tied his shoes together. And it's like, it's just a prank. You don't need to be bothered about him tying his knots because he's supposed to know how to tie knots, but someone else tied his freaking knots. Makes him trip. Makes him fall onto the car and cause a lot of property damage. Possibly. No personal experience with any of these analogies. You understand. I also didn't trip over a button and cause a nuke to fly into your face. Although I kind of want it to happen. I would rather you just freaking give me my account back. I mean, if all it took is just... Like, what do I need to do? Send you proper letters? Okay. I'll find a way to send you proper letters. And I will tell you in detail what I think about your removing my account. And it'll be like Shawshank Redemption, and we'll end up with a library at the end. You'll eat crow. You'll eat your words. Whatever. I was on here for 7 hours and a half. It is now 8 hours and a half. A whole freaking hour of me talking about how pissed off I am at YouTube for destroying my main channel because they are stupid and wrong. I'm going to come back and I'm going to be way bigger than I ever was, and you're going to have to just admit the fact that you were wrong, and you're going to restore my channel. And it could be years from now, but I'm not going to stop making content. I deserve to be able to just put myself out there, my best foot forward as much as I possibly can. And yeah, sure, I won't be uploading anything private. Not even stuff that I think that the system should allow me to edit, like freaking Hoonipop. Play it on the extra careful server idea. Yeah, I'm still mourning, because it's not acceptance, it's always grieving. And I don't think I'll ever get to the point of acceptance, because it would be wrong to have acceptance because of this bullshit. It would be totally wrong. If you saw this video, freaking tell YouTube how much of a douchebag they are. I'm leaving. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. I like it when you do. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.